guys, welcome back to another part of the zombie apocalypse series. So today we are on episode 12, and in the last episode we have ended up at this ranch, and this gang are just kind of getting used to being here and being somewhere that's different, and also obviously still dealing with the death of both Bo and Hayden. So none of them are doing particularly great right now. However, in the last video we did kind of end on a little bit of a higher note because they've started to kind of get a hang of this place. They're sort of trying to like figure out how to start planting stuff. So out here, as you can see over here, we ended up planting a couple of things, so hopefully these will grow today. Obviously they are running low on food, half of them are really hungry. So last night they all took shifts. It's currently Tio's shift. He's kind of pretty awake right now, but he is going to go back to bed in a second. As you can see, Tio in particular is still not dealing well with the loss of Bo. We saw in the last episode that he is just not handling it very well at all because he was so close to Bo. He said he was like a father figure to him, and so he's kind of just struggling the most out of everyone. Even though Nico is actually really tired right now, we are going to go ahead and get them awake because they are kind of the best at fishing right now. They're currently at level 3 fishing skills, so they're starting to get some stuff. They spent quite a lot of last night also gathering stuff, so they now have like 4 different fish, so that's good. That's food for 4 of them for today, but they still want to get some more food because a lot of them are really hungry right now. Kristen has just woken up. She's looking so happy. Honestly, the thing is with this situation, I feel like you'd wake up and then there'd be a split second where you'd be like, it wasn't real, it's okay, and then you'd wake up and you'd be like, oh wait, it was real, it's not okay. But even though she looks absolutely just content right now, just kidding, she doesn't, she looks really unhappy. She has just now realized that it is actually Harvest Fest today. So Kristen is the smartest one of the group. That is just facts. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. On the first day of the apocalypse, she started tallying using a pen on her arm, so she's been like sharpieing a little tally of what days are which, and she's realized that today is indeed Harvest Fest. The reason she's woken up looking this sad is because Harvest Fest is very near and dear to her. She celebrated it a lot with Miles and their parents, as well as obviously her fiance. So it's a bit of a bittersweet moment to wake up and realize that it is indeed Harvest Fest, especially because obviously they can't really celebrate it, you know. But she's gonna go ahead and wake up Miles, who honestly is nearly awake anyways. So she's sort of just gonna whisper over to Miles. She's gonna be like, Miles, are you awake? And he's like, and she's like, it's Harvest Fest today. I wonder what our parents would be doing right now. Like, I wonder what we'd be doing if this was in any other situation. Like, that's so sad but crazy to think about. And Miles is gonna wake up. He looks really unhappy right now. Honestly, he's just been woken up from a nap that he's been sleeping on, well, apparently on nothing. No, he's been sleeping on a bench, so I'm sure that was really comfy. Although the night before he had to sleep on the floor, so you know what, he's had an upgrade, you know. As he's woken up and he's heard Kristen say this, a light bulb has just appeared over his head. Okay, he's just had this genius idea, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna have a great Harvest Fest. We're gonna celebrate the hell out of Harvest Fest because we all feel so crap right now. This is what we need. So Miles is gonna go ahead and come out here. It is currently thundering, so if he gets struck by lightning, that'll be quite funny. Is that a carrot? Oh my god, there's a carrot. Oh my god, there's a carrot. He is gonna go ahead and come over here, and he is gonna craft some decor, and he's just gonna go through and craft a lot of these things. We're just gonna line some of these up. We're gonna craft a horse, a bunny, a dragon, elephant, pretty much everything on here. So even though like pretty much everyone's still asleep right now and it's thundering and it's a really crappy day and it's 6 a.m. and he's still tired and he needs food and he needs to go shower, he's like, I'm gonna instead do this because, as you know, in the last video he ended up taking a bit of a leadership role. It's not really his normal favorite job, I would say. Like, he's not that happy about the fact that he's had to kind of take over, but everyone's feeling so bad right now that he thought it was the right thing to do. So he is gonna go ahead and be like, I'm gonna put on a great face today. We're gonna do Harvest Fest. We're gonna do this. We're gonna have a great Harvest Fest no matter what, and let's just have a good day. So he's just woken up and he's secretly come out here. He hasn't told Kristen, he hasn't told anyone. He's just gonna come out here, start working on his stuff very quietly, hoping that no one else wakes up and sees that he's out here doing stuff. But hopefully he can make some pretty decent things as little presents for everyone, bring up their spirits a little bit, because he loves Harvest Fest. Like I said, him and Kristen loves Harvest Fest, so he doesn't want to miss out on this celebration even in a terrible situation like this. So he's gonna spend some time out here. Like I said, if he gets struck by lightning, not my fault, not my problem. Didn't do that, I promise, guys. Okay, I know I like killing off my Sims, but this is a one time. Oh my god, this is a real odd sight. So we've got Adeline with her head literally It looks like the Roblox hair, the Roblox bacon hair popping out through there. That is shocking. She's like sleeping on the floor and Erin's just snuck in to go for a bath. I mean, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. I guess she needed a bath. I mean, they're quite close. I would say they've probably seen each other naked a few times. I would say that's probably happened. Oh God, everyone's feeling so bad. Please, guys, I'm trying to make you in a better mood right now. Maybe we could like try and appease the gnomes. Now, I don't know in this, this is a Sims 4 feature. I don't know why in this scenario there would just be gnomes popped around. Maybe they're like imagining that there's gnomes, or maybe they're like pretending like these are gnomes, but they're not actually or something. I don't know. Just work with me, okay? Because there's gnomes now, so that's great. Let's just give the gnome. Well, we can't really give the gnome anything actually. Yeah, we can't give it. We have nothing to give. Oh, that's really sad. Oh, I bet the Kristen would love that, but oh my God, wait. The lightning has struck over here and it's put down like a metal furium. I mean, I don't think that that's actually any use to us. Like, I don't think that's actually any use to the Sims at all, but maybe we'll have to pick that up after. That's pretty cool. Everyone's sort of starting to wake up. Okay, sorry. Adeline's woken up from her sleep. She's like, oh, that wasn't very comfortable. Looks over. Oh my God, why are you naked? Oh my God. I'm just kidding. I don't think she'd actually react like that, but that is quite funny. See, she hasn't even had a reaction. Like, she does not care. What a legend. Honestly, what a legend. Their friendship, truly something. Everyone is sort of starting to get up now. Your food is getting, oh God, starts after 19 hours. I mean, that is just shocking, isn't it, really? I've just thought, actually, if anyone needs a bath, just go in the rain, okay? Because it's actually way, that sounds really bad, but it's genuinely way better to shower in the rain. It's so much quicker. And honestly, Kristen and Miles, I don't think either of them particularly are people that really care about being naked. Like, both of them have been naked in front of everyone, I'm pretty sure, by this point. So she's just gonna be like, yeah, let me get stripped, shall I? Oh, I love the lass, I do, but like, yeah, okay. Okay, Miles is done making a couple of the things. He hasn't managed to make them all just yet, but we'll do that in a little bit because everyone is starting to wake up now. So he's just gonna go ahead and bring this table from here outside. I mean, to be fair, this is like the worst possible day for there to be a thunderstorm. Like, they're gonna be outside and like, we've got a thunderstorm. You know what? Everything just can't work out in this household. We know that, so it's fine. He also managed to craft a few more plant pots, so we'll place these down. Obviously, we don't actually have anything to put in there just yet, but hopefully over time we'll be able to. Also, I'm considering maybe just putting this just under here for the time being, just so that he can like actually, you know, work on it whilst it's thundering. So he's gonna come over here to this table that he's just brought outside, and he's just gonna place down all of these. In case it wasn't clear, this is 5 items and there is 5 people here, so he's got a present for each person. So he's gonna go ahead and call everyone over. He's gonna be like, can you come over here, just have a look at what I made. Like, he's just gonna bring everyone outside. I got something to show you guys. And just as he's put all this stuff down, the sun has actually started to come out a little bit. Well, it actually has. Oh, there it is. There it is. She's there. She's there. Don't worry, guys. And the rain has finally cleared up. This is really, really nice because even though it's a little bit windy still and he's stinky and everything's kind of going wrong, he's gonna bring everyone over here and he's just gonna stand here next to the table of things, and they're all gonna come out and they're all just gonna be like, oh my God, what did you do? What did you do, Miles? He's gonna gift everyone a present each. Is it a bit bad to give someone 3-in-1 shampoo? I'm sorry, that's really funny. Everyone's got like these actual reasonings and then it's like, you just stink. So Miles is just gonna gift Erin the horse little statue that he made. He's just gonna say that this represents you. You brought us here. You were the reason we managed to get out of the camp because you fixed up the car. So you know, rode us into freedom, into this place. And she definitely appreciates. She's like, oh my God, that's so cute, Miles. Who would have thought you had it in you, huh? You big baby. No, he kind of is a little bit though, but he's like, yay, I'm glad you like it. Well, he's not actually gonna say that, let's be honest, okay? He's getting more and more comfortable, but he's like, he's not quite there yet. Whilst they're doing all the other presents, I am just gonna put a couple of fish on this table. I feel really gross just doing that, but we're gonna do that because Erin needs to grab some food, so don't mind me, okay? Just ignore this. Tio gets the bunny statue, and he's just gonna say that like this kind of reminds him of Tio, and he thought that he would like it. Okay, well, apparently he doesn't, but he does like it. Okay, Sims, he likes it. He likes it. I'm telling you, okay? He likes it. Shut up. You don't dislike it, you numpty. It's just shocking. Just shocking, okay? It's a present. Nico, I found this mystery magazine back at the mall, I think. I don't remember. Okay, guys, it's been a while. But I found it somewhere whilst we were looking, and I thought, you seem like the kind of person that would just like mystery books. You've mentioned it before, I heard. So, yeah, I don't know. He's like really tried his best to be like soft soft and cute, but he kind of feels embarrassed doing it. But like technically it is his personality, like that is who he is on the inside, but he feels really embarrassed saying it. So he's kind of like, he's being really lovely about it, but at the same time he's kind of like, this is hella embarrassing, but at the same time, who cares? I'm in an apocalypse, okay? What am I meant to do? What am I meant to do, you know? Again, Nico is gonna appreciate it very much and gonna roast some salmon. Nico definitely will read this quite quickly, I can imagine. They definitely love their true crime podcasts and stuff like that, so I'm sure seeing some sort of mystery would definitely intrigue them a lot. Adeline, this is a dragon figure, I don't know, little guy, little dragon guy, because you're the bravest of all of us and you slayed the dragon. Well, that sounds kind of bad. You slayed the horrible person, which was Hayden. No, well, he kind of was horrible, but like, you get the point. You protected us all and you protected Erin, so your strength is what makes you a dragon. And she's like, damn it, why didn't you give me the bunny? No, I'm kidding. She is very happy about this. And finally, of course, my sister, my really annoying sister who is pretty great, I guess. Here you go. This is a self-help book. You've been dealing with so much stuff, and this is a way for you to work through everything and work through your mental health and try to feel better about life and how we're gonna survive this, because we're gonna survive it together, okay? I'm not leaving you behind. You're not gonna die. You gotta be with me. Otherwise, you think I'm gonna survive? No way, Jose, okay? I will be gone without you. So you gotta read that right away. Okay, thank you. And she's kind of laughing. She's like, a self-help book? That's so stupid. But secretly, she's like, what does it say? Quickly. She's like, maybe I actually do need this. Maybe this would actually be helpful. So she does appreciate it as much as she would rather not let on that fact. So everyone is super duper happy about the fact that he has done something as nice as this and that he's, you know, managed to make all this stuff for everyone and be so lovely. So I just realized we have 2 chairs inside and we're not even using them. That is so stupid. That is ridiculous. If these burn up, I will laugh. Like a lot. Like I'll laugh quite a lot. Like genuinely I will quite giggle because they did burn up last time and it was quite amusing. So sorry, that's mean, but it was true. It was quite funny. Okay guys, you gotta admit it. You gotta admit it. So whilst everyone's here, as you can see, they've all kind of got a bit more of a smile on their face. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Somehow Miles has ended up with no fish. We managed to get 5 fish, but Nico didn't manage to get 6. So I think he might have to go over there and like get the carrots that have grown, which is good because at least this, you know, this stuff. But that is kind of awkward. Like he did all this, and then he's the one that ended up with no food. Like I'm so sorry, but that has happened. Tio in particular is really ecstatic about the present. He's like, this is literally, genuinely the first ever present I've had for Thanksgiving. Pretty much one of the first ever presents I've really gotten from any holiday as well, because my dad was literally never home, like ever. Like he was never there. So we never celebrated holidays at all. And now I have this super... Sure, she can like stories, for goodness sakes. So, but now I have all of you guys and all of these friends that have like been so nice to give me a present, and it's a little bunny. It's the cutest thing ever. I love it so much. So I'm so happy. I'm so happy. This is so cool. Oh my god, we should have done this sooner. And Erin's like, what do you mean we should have done this sooner, mate? I disagree, but I'm glad you're enjoying it, I guess. How are you enjoying this? I don't know. I want to go back to the law school or whatever she was in. Anyways, I think she actually needs a pit. Yeah, she does need a wee. She needs a wee. I'll let you go for a wee, babes. I am a lovely person like that, I know. So, yeah. So whilst everyone is sitting around telling jokes, just having quite a nice time, honestly, even Nico's smiling, okay? And you know that that's a big deal when Nico is smiling. And now they're like, oh my god, wait a minute. Why am I smiling? What's happening to my face? What's happening to me? Anyways, Erin has just quietly snuck off into the house. She's just gonna go in there just for a second. She's just ran into the bedroom. She's just like, I hope no one notices that I'm leaving right now. I'm just gonna get to the toilet. But then secretly she's just legged it from the toilet all the way into the house without them noticing, because you know what, they're having such a good time right now. They don't really caring about anything, which is really lovely. In the midst of a midlife crisis, Kristen has decided acting is her thing and she wants to do it more often. For goodness sakes, Kristen, who are you going to act to? Although I say that, could act as a zombie. Like, it's a suggestion. If you want to do that, I shan't say no. Okay? Feel free to act like a zombie. Just don't become one, babes. Okay? Love you the most. Everyone is pretty much out here now, which, well, yeah, we all are out here, which is really nice. So Erin is just gonna walk over to Adeline and she's just gonna whisper over to Adeline and she's gonna go, Happy Harvest Fest, Adeline. And she's just gonna pull out a present for her, and that present is the typewriter. And Adeline's like, how did you get, what? How did you get that? What on earth? How did you do that? It was in the cabinet. What? How did you get it? And I was like, I have my ways. No, actually, she's just gonna be like, I would never ever leave something as important as this behind, Adeline. We need someone to write about this. Okay, we need someone's point of view, someone's perspective, someone to be in the history books, someone for when this is all over to be that person that like can write about it and has written about the whole experience. And honestly, I wouldn't want anyone else doing it other than you, okay? Because your writing so far, whoa, okay, whoa. It is great. And you've got this whole other perspective of being pregnant as well. Like, this is a bestseller, okay? This is a bestseller in the works. So I needed to take it. I was not gonna leave that behind. Even in the rush of leaving the attack, she decided to make sure that she could grab the typewriter, even though at that point they weren't even friends again. Like, they weren't even back being friends. Like, they still didn't like each other, but Erin would never leave something like that behind. And she also obviously brought across all of her books as well, all of the stuff she's written so far. So she has all of it with her. She just didn't want to give it to her until the right moment, until they were friends again. So she waited, and this felt like the perfect time when everyone was giving presents. And Adeline is just gonna grab onto Erin and be like, wait, why is she taller? That's not canon, okay? Erin is definitely taller than Adeline. But she's just gonna grab her and she's just gonna be like, you truly are the best friend a girl could ask for, huh? Like, what on earth? How have you done this again? You're so lovely. I love you so much. And Erin's like, I guess I am pretty incredible, aren't I? Like, I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but whoop, whoop, you know what I mean? Like, wow, I am great. I am amazing. She is amazing. True story that is, guys. True story. It's already getting a little bit later in the day, but they're all still out here and they're gonna go ahead and start like playing around the fire and honestly just having a nice time. So we're just gonna play. A lot of them are afraid of fire, so they can't actually play. It's really annoying. It's like, guys, you got set on fire one time. You know, like, why are you still scared of fire? You know, that's so embarrassing of you. Like, one time, that was it, okay? Kristen didn't even get scared of fire, and she was the one that was like, you know, on fire. So I'm quite impressed. I'm kind of scared that they are gonna get set alight, but Miles is like sat there. I think he was just throwing like a pebble in or something. Oh, look, he's just like throwing different stuff in. Oh, that's so cute. They're both like sat opposite each other, just like looking over each other and laughing. And Kristen's just like, this is so stupid, Miles. You've just made a harvest fest in an apocalypse. How have you done this? And Miles is like, he doesn't want to show that he's like really impressed with himself, but he's like, wait a minute, I'm kind of amazing, aren't I? Like, I'm really carrying right now. It's starting to get a little bit later already. It's like 4 p.m. Everyone's needs are looking a little bit better. I mean, they're still hungry, still tired, but in this situation, even having just like yellow needs is a wonderful time. Okay, a wonderful time. Unless they're on the verge of starving to death, I don't care. You know, you guys can starve all you like, that's the point I start getting worried, okay? Before that, Adeline, if you get set on fire, I will not laugh because that would be mean. Adeline's like, okay, everybody listen up. Where have you gone? Okay. Everybody listen up. I'm going to tell a story and it's going to be amazing and incredible and amazing because I'm amazing and incredible and I'm a great writer and you can back that up by asking my dearest friend Erin, okay? Because I'm amazing. I'm amazing. And she's amazing. So I'm going to tell a story. And she's like, once upon a time, there lived a princess. One day, this princess was at home in her castle when all of a sudden she got captured by a beast. Dun dun dun. She got so scared and so worried as she was dragged away by this beast. She didn't know what to do and she had no idea if she'd managed to escape. But then out of nowhere, the amazing, the incredible Adelaide, the knight, comes over and rescues the princess Erina, that's her name. And Adeline, what did I say? Adeline, I don't even know what I said anymore. Oh God, she doesn't even know what she's saying at this point. But she managed to save the princess and they were besties and they were so happy and Adeline was the best person ever and she managed to save the princess. So everyone was like, yay, go you. And the end. They've all left. And what is that? Oh my God. Oh, it's Erin. It's Erin. She's there still anyways. Okay. And Erin's like, that story is so not like real life and so fictional, Adeline. Wow, I love Adelina, or whatever I said. She sounds lovely. I'd love to meet her. And Adeline's like, everyone would like to meet me, okay? I mean, her, of course, not me. Totally different people, so yeah. Guys. Oh, this is not canon, for God's sakes. Give me a minute. I hate my Sims. Okay, I'm back and hopefully no one's gonna die this time. Okay. Oh, The Sims 4. How I hate you so much. But Nico's alive. Yay. Okay. So they're all sat around here. They're all laughing and giggling and just chatting to one another. Kristen and Erin are back to like talking again. They've been talking this whole time, but obviously like they're kind of starting to bond a bit more. They were getting to know each other a lot, but then obviously Kristen kind of went into shock and everything. So Erin and Kristen are having a chat. They're talking about, I don't know, just everything really. I think the topic that everyone seems to be avoiding is the life before the apocalypse. The only person that really tends to talk about it is Tio and Adeline, but other than that, everyone else kind of tries to avoid it to their best ability. I'm pretty sure that it's just purely because of the fact that talking about it makes it worse. Like, why would you want to think about memories that is nothing like real life now and happy memories? Like, that's just the worst thing to think about for like their mentalities. So they're not really thinking about any of that stuff or talking about any of that stuff. They're sort of just laughing about the fire and probably about something Tio did yesterday that was really stupid, or like just really dumb stuff basically, and having a nice time. As you can see, they're all laughing and all smiling, and Miles is just sat here so smug because he's like, I did this, like I did this, I'm so talented, I'm so talented. And whilst they're all sat here, Tio's like looking around and he's laughing and he's just like, Bo would have hated this, guys. Bo would have really hated this. And everyone's just kind of like just gonna go silent, and they're all just gonna like kind of look over at Tio and like kind of look at the ground and just like look back up and just be like kind of feeling really awkward all of a sudden, and everyone's just kind of not talking or doing anything. Nico is just like they're just gonna put their arm around Tio and just sort of be like, I know, Tio, I know. I wish he was here so much as well. You know, he would have hated this so much, but I would love to see him sitting in the corner right now and just being like so enthused with our antics. Because, I mean, we laughed at an apocalypse. What stupidity. I wouldn't want to be saved right now. He'd probably be laughing at us, being like, this is so dumb, guys. This is so dumb. And Tio's just gonna look over at everyone. Like, his tears are starting to form in his eyes, and he's looking over at Nico, and he's just gonna be like, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna go over there, okay? Just give me a second. So he's just gonna run away from the Jesus, at a speed as well, Tio. That was faster than I anticipated. Anyway, he's just gonna run away, and he's just gonna go over to the stables here. He's just gonna sit down on the ground, facing away from everyone, and just not even being able to like look over at them, because it is just reminding him again of Bo. Like, he was kind of starting to forget about him. But when he said that, he kind of was like, I'm forgetting about him already. Like, we're just forgetting about him. We're just forgetting about the fact that he's dead, and that's not right. He's not dealing with it. Well, he still hasn't dealt with the emotions, even though he's cried a lot and he's felt a lot. I don't think he's ever gonna be over Bo, or at least not at all for the time being. So he's just gonna sit in the corner over here, away from everyone, and just look away into the distance. Well, I say into the distance. He's currently looking at a trough, or whatever you call it. One of these bad boys. But you get the point, okay? And over here, Nico's just gonna sit back down, and they're just gonna kind of like wipe away their tears a little bit. Again, the thing with them, they don't cry very often at all. Like I said before, that this is like one of the first times they've cried like in forever, pretty much. They don't fully cry. They have like one tear, you know, and like that is a lot for them. So there's just one tear just trickling down their cheek right now, and they're just gonna wipe it away quickly and be like, I can't cry again. This is ridiculous. And Erin is just gonna look over to Nico and see that they're kind of like wiping away their tears right now, and then she's just gonna be like, I know that we didn't know him as much as you guys did. Like, you know, we didn't know him really. We only spent a few days with him. We didn't get to know him as well as you guys could, and I'm really sad about that fact. I really wish we could have experienced him and known him better, but I'm so grateful to him, and I will forever be so grateful to him, because I would have lost everything. We would have all lost everything if it wasn't for him. I know that you and Tio probably wouldn't have survived either, and none of me or my friends would have, and I'm so grateful to him, and I really wish that I could have told him that. I mean, I kind of did just before we everything kind of, you know, happened, but I didn't get enough of a chance, and I regret that so much, because, you know, he was so lovely to us. Even though he like never apologized or anything, I could tell that he had a great heart, and I could tell that, you know, to you guys he meant a lot. And Nico's just gonna be like, yeah, I mean, he was pretty great. I still don't get it though. Like, I still don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me, and I'm trying to make sense of it, and I've been trying to make sense of it since we left. But there was 2 gates between us and the zombies, us and and them, us and those 3 zombies. So how did they manage to get in? Like, it doesn't make sense to me at all, because he knew that this place was safe. You know, he'd been preparing this place for so long. There's no way he'd make a mistake, or I don't know, maybe there was a hole in the gate or what. I didn't get a chance to look or check, or I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. I still don't get how they managed to get through. Like, I don't know. I just don't get it. I just don't get that bit, really. It just doesn't add up in the story to me. And Erin's just sat here and she's just looking over at Nico, and all of a sudden her mind just flashes. She just pauses for a second, and she's kind of just having this flashback moment right now where she's seeing the night of the attack. So she's walking her way through it in her mind. She's like, okay, I was outside fixing up the car. Then I came inside and I spoke to Bo. But did I lock it? Did I lock it? Did I lock the gate? Did I lock the first gate? I went, okay, let's quickly, okay, brain, do this, okay? Remember what happened. So I went through, I did the fix of the car, and I was thinking about Adeline because we were in a fight still, and we were both upset at each other. So we were there, and then I was walking into the camp, and then I got into the camp, and then I was talking to Bo. I didn't lock it. I didn't lock the gate. It was me that didn't lock it. I can't remember locking it. I didn't do it, did I? I always did it. I did it every time I left from the car. I went through the gate, and I remember looking behind me and locking it immediately, but I didn't do it. Why didn't I do it? I was so focused on Adeline and everything that was happening with her and Miles and Kristen, and I didn't do it. I did that. How did I do that? I don't get how I would do that. So she's just zoned out completely right now. And Nico's just like, Erin, you still with us? You still with us there? Kind of like waving their arm in front of Erin's face, like, Erin, are you there? And Erin's just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go to the toilet. Okay, carry on. Okay. So Erin is just gonna walk on over to the toilet, but rather than actually going into the toilet, she's gonna just go around the back. She's realized no one's looking over. It's fine. She's just gonna sit on the ground, and she's just gonna start crying, and not like fathoming the fact that it was her, because not only is she the reason Bo died, but she's the reason Hayden got in. They wouldn't have been able to get in, and she never thought about that. She never thought about the fact that there must have been a reason why they got in. Like, she just kind of just assumed that, you know, there was a hole, or she didn't even think about it, to be honest. She never even considered it. She just thought there was a break-in, you know? There was just a break-in. Like, there was no reason behind it. There was just, they managed to get in. Maybe they climbed over, I don't know, but they managed to get in somehow, and it wasn't because of me, but now she knows that it was because of her. And the death of both Bo and Hayden are completely on her shoulders right now, and she's just like, I don't know how to handle this. I don't know how. I can't handle this right now. I can't do this. I can't be responsible for the death of 2 people. I don't know what to do. I don't. So she's just gonna sit over here and basically is spending a while just thinking over things and everything that's happened, just pretty much replaying every single moment of that night, and wondering how she managed to do that when locking a gate. That was all it was. The difference between Bo and Hayden being alive, well, Hayden being kind of alive, let's be honest, but the difference between them being alive and them not was literally just a gate. Like, that was it. Who's dying? Oh, for goodness sake! Kristen! Oh, I'm mad at this game right now. Okay, if one more sim bloomin' dies, I'm gonna be so angry. Okay. Anyways, so whilst everyone else is still over there and Erin has gone just to cry her eyes out, Tio is still sat here crying his eyes out. Honestly, they should have just teamed up, because then they'd both be crying together, you know? Like, why cry separately when you cry together, right guys? Right guys? No, that's quite sad. But Tio is just sobbing, sat here, when all of a sudden he hears a neigh. Now, I would do a sound effect right now, but I don't really know how to neigh. So like, no, you know what I mean? Do I just sound elderly? It's like an old woman impression. Wait, no. You know what? I'll never do that again. I pinky promise. And as Tio turns around, he looks over the fence and he sees a tiny, tiny little horse. It's so cute. Can I just say this is the first time I've played with horses in the game so far, and I've yet to see anything about them. And this is the cutest patootie I've ever seen. I'm sorry. Anyways, look at it. Sorry, you tell like horses. I'm a horse person. No, I'm not, but still. Sorry, I really take it out of the story, don't I? So when he turned around, he was still sitting down, and he's just jumped up quickly, and he's been like, huh, that's a horse. It's a horse. It's a horse. Okay, it's a horse. Okay, I should either go over to the horse, or I should go get them. Okay, I probably should go get them. I probably should go over, and I should get them lot, because they're right there. I should go get them and ask them what to do about this horse, right? I should go do that. Okay. Oh god. Okay, there's a horse. What the hell do I do with the horse? It's a horse. I don't know what to do with it. Okay, I'm gonna go. Stay right there. Okay, stay right there, horsey. Stay right there. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go over there. Okay. But as he starts walking away, the horse walks closer to the fence and neighs at him. Its head is like hanging over the fence right now. It really seems like it wants to get over to Tio. So he's just gonna look at it and his eyes are kind of gonna be like, oh, it's a horse. Oh my goodness, a horse. Okay, come here, horsey. Come on, get over here. So he managed to lure the horse over the fence, and immediately all he wants to do is give the horse a stroke and a cuddle and scratch it, and it just seems so happy to see him. He has no idea how in the hell a horse got here, whether the horse was here before, like, is this the horse's stable? I don't know, but it's here, and it seems like it really wants Tio in particular. Why did I never consider that they would poo? Sorry. I'm sorry. I am sorry, but that is genuinely quite disgusting. Anyways, manky sod. Tio's just gonna see that and he's just gonna start laughing. He's gonna be like, what are you doing? But the horse is just constantly like putting its chin under Tio's and like moving over to Tio. Oh. Peter, the horse is here. So he's just like giggling and smiling, and like this horse just seems like it really like loves him already, even though they've just met. I say they've just met like it's a human. Lol. It's not a human, it's a horse, darling. It's a horse. So Nico has just heard Tio laugh and they're like, what? Why is he laughing? What? So they just get up and they've just looked over. So they're just looking over and they're like, that's a guys, everyone, please, guys. I'm not seeing things right. That's a horse. That is Tio with the horse, right? Like, that is not my eyes, not the dark. That is a horse with Tio, right? Alan's just like, oh yeah, that is a horse. We have a horse. They're all just gonna make their way over to the stable. Or is it a stable? Guys, I genuinely called it a stall last night when I was trying to search it. Like a stall. Like it's a toilet or something. It was really embarrassing. I don't know why I felt the need to tell you guys, but yeah, I just want to let you guys know. Really embarrassing time. So Nico's like, Tio, what do you got there? Huh? You got is that a horse? How'd you get a horse? How did you do that in the short amount of time we left you here? Can you ever be trusted? No. How did you do that? What's going on? And Tio's just gonna look over at Nico and be like, Nico, look, can you not see? See that? Look at this. And Nico's like, what do you mean can I not see? It's a horse. And Tio's like, no, it's not a horse, you stupid. This is Bo. Look at him. Look, it's literally Bo. Look, he's gone to sleep, the cutie. It's Bo. Can't you see it? Can't you see that it's Bo? Like, he came right over and he was hugging me and everything. Like, he came back for us, Nico. He came back for us. And Nico's like looking over at Tio like... Kristen notices that Nico looks very confused and yeah, whatever. So Kristen's just gonna be like, no, Tio, hey, that's not Bo. That's literally just a horse. But as Kristen says it, immediately Nico cuts Kristen off and they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, no, I can see it. Of course, I'm sorry. I don't know why I didn't see it in the beginning. Like, obviously, Tio, that's Bo. Like, wow, that's crazy. I can't believe that he's come back for us like that. I guess he was reincarnated or something as a horse, because he loved horses from the times he told me that he loved horses, which was never, but he loves them. I know he does. I can just tell. So he loves horses, so that's why he'd come back as one, right? I mean, yeah, I can totally see it. Tio, you're so right, obviously. And Tio's like, thank you. What I've been trying to tell you, for God's sakes. Can't you see? It's literally Bo. I'm so happy. Kristen just looks over at Nico and is like, what are you doing? Like, what's happening right now? I'm so confused what's happening right now. She's not actually gonna say that, but she's kind of looking over at Nico like, are you okay? You know that is just a horse, right? Nico's just gonna notice that Kristen's looking weirdly at them, and they're just gonna be like, oh, Tio, why don't we let Kristen and Miles and Adeline have a little bit of time alone with the horse, Bo, the horse, obviously, and we'll go clean you up a bit. You seem to be sat in some mud there, so do you want to? We'll go clean you up, and you can clean away your tears and everything. And Tio's like, no, I'm fine here. Why would I leave? I'm not leaving him again. Okay, I'm not leaving him again. I'm not doing that to him twice. Okay, I'm not doing that. So I'm fine here. Nico's just gonna be like, okay, Tio, I'll be right back. Okay, I just need to talk. real quick, okay? With them, okay? Oh my god, we can scavenge the poo. Oh, I want to see what we get. Oh, he's just learned about normal quality horse manure. What on earth is good quality horse manure? Wait, he actually got it? Oh my god, don't say we can put it on our crops. Please say that's true. So they're all sort of just gonna come over here. All of them are just gonna be like, why did you just agree with Tio? What? I don't, how, what are you doing? Okay, that's ridiculous. Why are you agreeing with him? And they're all sort of in agreement about this, but Kristen is the one that's sort of speaking up the most. And Nico's just gonna look at them all and be like, what else was I meant to do? Okay, Tio has got major issues with parenting. Like, he hasn't told you guys this, and he's not gonna be very happy that I told you, so don't tell him that I told you, okay? But his dad didn't just turn into a zombie, okay? His dad didn't just get bitten like everyone else and just get turned. Like, that's not what happened. He's been telling us all this, but I promise you that's not what happened. On the first day of the apocalypse, him and his dad were having this massive argument about Tio and about everything, and just so much crap that he was telling him right now, and there was no reason for it. It was literally just because Tio didn't make his bed. Like, that was the reason, and he was just yelling and yelling and yelling at Tio. And then they looked at the news and they saw that the apocalypse was started, and they both looked at it and they looked up at each other and they were just like so confused about what to do. I mean, I'm sure we all were. I know how I felt. It was weird and it felt wrong and it felt like it must have been a joke, but it wasn't a joke. And anyways, I'm getting off topic. They found out the apocalypse had started and they saw all this stuff about the zombies and everything. And his dad immediately didn't believe it. He was saying, it's a hoax, you know, it's not true. They're just doing this. None of it's true. Like, this is just ridiculous, okay? It's just your generation causing trouble again. And Tio was really confused about this. So he decided to like look on his phone and he was like, it can't just be us. Like, this can't just be on the news. Let's have a look. And everywhere, and I mean everywhere on social media and online, was saying about this apocalypse and this infection that had spread. And he knew it wasn't a hoax. So he told his dad, he was like, Dad, I know you said it was a hoax, okay? And I know, but it's not, okay? Look at all this stuff. Like, he's holding up his phone, showing his dad, like, all of this information about how it's not a hoax. And his dad just slaps Tio's phone onto the floor, and he's just like, get off of that. You know that I hate you on the phone, and you're just talking back to me right now. Are you really calling me a liar right now, Tio? Are you really doing that? Really? And the next thing they know, as they're fighting, they hear a bang on the door, a massive bang on the door. And all of a sudden, this zombie knocks down the door and breaks into the apartment. Tio ran into the kitchen and grabbed a knife and hid underneath the table. His dad didn't do anything to try to protect him. He didn't even tell him to do anything. He just let him stand there as this was all happening. And the zombie immediately went after Tio's dad, and he was fighting with this zombie, and it was attacking Tio's dad, and he was really doing his best to try to fight away this zombie. And then he did. He fought away the zombie. It was on the floor. It was dead. It was gone. He managed to fight it off. So when Tio's dad turned back round and he said that he didn't get bitten and that he was fine and that they could go, instead of just dropping the knife that Tio had in his hand, he just stabbed him a lot of times. He stabbed him over and over again, and he told me that it was because he thought his dad had been bitten and that he was a zombie and that he would have to kill him, and he'd already mentally prepared himself to have to kill his dad at this moment in time. But I don't know how much I believe that, because his dad really sucked, okay? His dad really sucked, and maybe he just took the opportunity. I don't know, okay? I don't have the story straight because Tio's never gonna tell me, is he? But from what I know, his dad was horrible to him, and I'm not sure whether it was genuinely an accident or whether he did it purposeful. But whichever way it was, he still lost his dad, and he still killed his dad as a human. Like, he would have been alive. He would have been fine. And I know he told you guys that he got just bitten, because he's not going to tell you guys that he had to go through this, because you guys might see him differently. You know, he didn't want you guys to see him as this killer or anything like that, or as if he'd ever do this to any of you guys, because I know, okay, I know he would never do this to any of you guys. He loves you so much. He loves you all, but he didn't love his dad, okay? He didn't love his dad. That happened, okay? That happened, and please don't ever tell him that I told you this, because he doesn't want anyone to know. He's not proud of that moment, and he hates himself for that moment, and that's why he just tries to be as happy as possible, because if he keeps faking it and faking it and faking it and faking it, hopefully that'll mean that he'll at some point believe it, and at some point believe himself when he's saying that he's happy and he's laughing and being cheerful. So his connection to Bo, it wasn't just a friendship, okay? It wasn't just this guy that he met and he was friends with. He saw him as way more than that. He saw him as a dad, and he saw him as a family member, and he saw him as someone that he never got as a kid or as a teen, and he just wanted someone else to replace that role, but someone that's good this time, and someone that will do it right, someone that will protect him. And the fact that Tio didn't manage to save Bo's life, I don't think he'll ever get past past that moment. So just, I know, okay, I know it sounds ridiculous. You think I want to be playing along with all this crap? No, okay, I don't want to be pretending like my friend has been reincarnated into a goddamn horse, but I'm gonna have to, okay, because if I don't do this, this is his way of coping, okay? This is, I don't know, okay, just please, please. I don't say that word very often, but please just go along with it. Just let him be, okay? Just let him be, and just let him do his thing, and let him be happy for a minute, because he deserves that, you know? Whether he killed his dad or not, I don't know, but he deserves that. And they're all just stood at Nico whilst Nico was saying that in shock. Like, did he kill his dad? Like, willingly? Was that on purpose? Did he take someone else's life? Or was it just an accident? But at the same time, they're all sort of thinking, well, you know, Tio's a good kid. Tio's a good kid. He deserves to live, and he deserves a little bit of happiness. So Kristen is sort of just looking at Nico right now, like, I don't know if I can go along with this, you know? So no one's saying anything. They're kind of like looking up at Nico and then looking at the ground, like, what just happened? Like, you just told us that's just wild story. And Nico's just gonna be like, okay then, I guess we're in agreement. We're just gonna let him be for the time being, okay? Just leave him alone and let him be with the horse, the goddamn bow horse, okay? I don't know, just let him be. Ah, that looks like a little ghost face down there. I've never seen that, that's amazing. Anyways, sorry. Kristen's just gonna look over at Miles and Adeline and be like, this is ridiculous, right? This is not happening. Like, we can't let this poor kid pretend like this goddamn horse. Oh my god, it's come up to him. It's come up to her as well. What a legend. This horse is a reincarnation. Like, we can't just go along with this. This is not gonna make anyone feel better, including Tio. And Miles is just gonna stand there looking at Kristen, and honestly, he has no idea what to say right now. He's just like, he kind of is torn. He's thinking, on the one hand, maybe we should just leave him, but on the other hand, is this damaging him? Is this gonna make him worse? What if the horse dies? Like, how are we gonna take care of a horse as well as us? Like, none of the other even thinking about that, but he's thinking about that because obviously he's kind of taking care of the team right now. But Adeline's just gonna be like, let's just give him a day or two, okay? Just give him a day or two. It's harmless, I guess. We're all just trying to find ways to cope, and maybe this is Tio's way to cope. I don't know. We'll just leave him be for a bit. So I don't. Yeah, okay. So they are all gonna head to bed, and none of them are feeling particularly splendid about this whole thing, but yeah, it's not gonna, what else are they meant to do? You know, crush his dreams, whatever. Nico is just gonna say to Tio, they're just gonna be like, you coming to bed, Tio? Like, you can see Bo in the morning, but Tio is just gonna be like, nope, I am sleeping out here. Look, it's so comfortable. I can sleep here. Totally all good. So it does say the Harvest Fest was awful, even though, did that just say the horse had a how can the horse have a horrible Harvest Fest game? That makes no sense. They have got like their little statues and stuff. So Tio's kind of like hugging both the horse, Bo, and also the bunny statue as he sleeps here. We're gonna put the little dragon next to the bed, and we're also gonna put Erin's little horse there as well, next to one another, because, you know, they got them two sleeping here. So unfortunately, as much as Miles tried to make this day an amazing day, it kind of ended up going to crap anyways. You know, they had a good time. They had a lot of fun, but at the same time, it wasn't really enough to save the fact that we've had such a horrible thing happen to Tio. This is also incredibly dangerous as well. Did you just steal a carrot? A thief! No! No. Can we extreme fight? Oh my god, it stole one of the carrots. Do we even have any on here now? Okay, we have a couple. That is evil, actually. That is so mean. We're just trying our hardest, okay? Oh, look at them sleeping by each other. Oh, it breaks my heart, guys. It breaks my heart. The irony is as well that this horse has a name tag on it, and the horse is called Blue, which is basically the name Bo, which just makes it even more heartbreaking, in my opinion. And Nico's woken up with a nightmare about achieving everything they wanted in life. Good thing that'll never happen. Wait. What? Nico had a bleak nightmare about achieving everything they ever wanted in life. Good thing that'll never happen. That's so mean. I mean, it's truthful, but that's so mean. That is actually quite evil. I kind of imagine that as more of like, they were kind of having like a flashback dream. They were dreaming about good stuff and having, you know, their family or whatever. I don't know. And then they like remember. That is actually so funny. I'm sorry. That's like really tragic, but like hilarious at the same time. We've got apples as well. Oh my god, let's harvest everything. Hopefully this will be a decent meal for us this morning. Okay, what have we got? Anything? 8 apples and 5 carrots. That's actually amazing. Okay, let's go ahead and plant some of these. I know that like they would love to eat them right now. Like he's holding these fruits and that he's like, oh, and vegetables. I guess carrot's not a fruit, but he's holding them and he's like, oh, I so want one right now. But at the same time, he can't. So he's going to plant them instead. We also have to think about feeding a goddamn bloody horse as well now. So that's going to be a fun one. Just kidding. It's not going to be fun. You just stole an apple as well. That evil little thing. Goodness. That is so rude of you. That is so rude. I've just noticed it's snowing. Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay. It is currently getting very close to winter, which means that I'm pretty sure all of these things will be out of season, which is just splendid. Yes, they will. So Miles is like, okay, I'm gonna get everyone around here and we're all gonna build a little shelter for our plants. Now we could put it under the stable, but now that we have a horse there, that's not gonna happen. He's gonna go around, cut down a bunch of trees from the surrounding area. He's probably cut down that one and stuff. And they're pretty much all gonna go out and try to make a, you know, area for the plants. Of course, Tio is the only one that is just gonna be stood here and just having a good time with the horse, I guess. And Erin is still really upset, so she is still sleeping. No one has spoken to her just yet, but they honestly don't really realize that anything's wrong because Erin's very good at covering stuff up. Like, Adeline's very obvious. Erin is not at all. Oh my god, no. There's a horse over here and a zombie's just been turned. Oh my god. Okay, let's just hope zombie horses aren't a thing, okay? Because that'd be really concerning. This is making me so happy. I don't know why, but seeing them two together, I just love horses so much. They're so adorable. And this one in particular is the most cute. It's cutie patootie there is out there, honestly. So after some time, they have managed to finish a little hut. Now, it's little, okay? That is the key word, okay? Because as you can see, they've had to use a lot of different wood types throughout the building because they didn't have enough wood around. Obviously, there's a lot of like lighter trees, but there's also darker trees. So they've kind of just mixed and matched, and whatever they had, they had. They managed to put a bit of a fence around just for like foxes and stuff. The only thing is, I think that they can still get through this front bit, so we'll have to make a gate at some point. But I think it will work for now. They've also got like a bit of a hay roof on here, and they have just the few plants under here. That'll mean that now they are officially able to grow any season. I'm pretty sure that's how it works anyways. So that is very good because it means that, you know, we can actually have plants throughout. But it's definitely not the best looking thing in the world, but they all kind of put their minds to it. You've got a fire. You've really discovered a fire, have you, Adeline? Have you really discovered a fire right now? For goodness, thank you, Erin. Thank you for being a doll. If that burns up, I swear to God. Oh, well, we can't replace that, can we? For goodness gracious. Oh, is a fish just grow? Oh my god, this is just terrible. This is a terrible day, a terrible day. But they have managed, like, they have cut down quite a few trees. As you can see here, the pond is starting to look a little bit more bare because they've cut down those trees and quite a few from the surrounding area as well. They cut down the one that was over here, so they're kind of running out low a bit more on trees, but there is still some around, so hopefully they should be all right if they need to, you know, make more kind of shelters and stuff, because even though this did take a while, a good few hours for them, it's definitely helpful, and hopefully it'll mean that obviously they can get trees no matter when, so that is good. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave this video here, so hopefully you guys will enjoy this part. Again, I know that they're kind of getting a little bit slower because they are just in the camp. There's no dramatic stuff happening, but I am so excited to finally get to play with horses, so I'm so excited for the next episode because I can play with them a little bit more. Let me know what you think of this video in the comments down below. Let me know if you have any suggestions for this story and where you think it's gonna go. Remember to like, comment, subscribe to everyone, and I'll see you guys in a video. I love you guys. Good.